Hey, darlings. Sorry I'm late. I need to get to the loo. Oh, what a night. What a night. I am so proud of my guys tonight. What else do I need to do? Oh, oh, is that a membership? Is that a membership? Who's done that? Who's done that? Oh, Poker Hunters again. Thank you so much. Oh, and it, oh gosh, it hasn't, no, it hasn't gone to Andrew, has it? It's gone to Linda. Pocahontas, thank you. Thank you so very much. And Linda, welcome to channel membership. Oh, Emma did one earlier. as well. And that also didn't go to Andrew. It went to Just So One. Thank you, Emma. Oh, thank you. Two people who've done nice things. Right, tonight, darling. Sorry I'm late. So proud of my guys. Um, our restaurant is a small, in theory, we're a 50-seater restaurant, but that's assuming that we get the correct table numbers to match up to our tables. So, for example, if we take a booking for 3 people, we haven't got any tables for 3. So they have to go on a table for 4. So that means that we become a 49-seater restaurant. If we take a table for 5, then it's got to be on uh, then it's got to be on a table for 6. You get what I mean? So the chances of getting to, the chances of matching it up exactly. So we're 50 in theory, but in practice, that's going to mean somewhere around low 40s. Tonight, we did 102 restaurant covers. In a 40-something seater restaurant, we did 102 covers. Most of them fine dining 3-course meals. And that's with 2 chefs, ram on the stove and, oh, God, sorry. Oh. Yeah, one head chef, one tandoor chef, just 2 kitchen people and a kitchen porter. 102 covers. That's some going. So we turned the restaurant over completely more than twice. And then as if 102 covers wasn't enough, throw in 68 takeaways. 68 takeaways. So that's, and each takeaway is going to be 4, 5, 6 people. So that's probably a total of, we probably fed a total of somewhere like, so something's, I don't know if it's been the noise tonight, but something's gone on with my hearing. I've got like tinnitus. I've got just like a loud ringing in my ears. I can't hear myself properly. It's like pressurization, when you've been up at, when you've been flying at 39,000 feet and then you descend and you get the noise and the pain. I've tried, I've tried all of the normal tricks that you do on an aircraft. So I've swallowed air like that. I've tried holding my nose and blowing, and that just makes it worse. But yeah, what a great night, and it went fine. Not a single hiccup. We got lucky. We got lucky because one of the big tables, one of the 14s, we had to flip that directly from one to another. So we had a 6:30 booking, and we needed the table back for 8 o'clock. And they were all saying an hour and a half fine. I'm saying an hour and a half isn't fine. That table will not be available at 8 o'clock. I guarantee it, because Christmas party, and they don't. When it's a Christmas party, they don't come in, rush their food and have a drink and then bugger off, do they? They settle in, they have a good old laugh, they have a good old drink. Sometimes there are speeches and awards and all of that sort of thing. So I said, you've got no chance of getting that table back. But fortunately, a couple of other things fell into place. So that was the only bit of luck that we had. Other than that, it was all just really hard work, good planning, and mostly just really hard work. Especially poor old Ram head chef and Prem tandoor chef. My God, but everybody's worked hard tonight. Everybody's worked their asses off, apart from me, obviously. And if you'd have walked into the restaurant at what time? About 11 o'clock. Then you would see the staff sitting around looking like they've been, I don't know, like they've just finished 3 marathons in a row or something. They look beat. That's the front of house stuff. The poor sods in the kitchen were just starting to clean down. Saturday's the big clean down day. They're going to be there until half past midnight, maybe 1 o'clock, doing the big clean down. Rather them than me. I'd had enough. By the time front of house was, done by the clean down, I had a glass of wine and I buggered off. But what a cracking night! Cracking night for business. All of the customers had an amazing time, good food. It was an amazing atmosphere. There were two highlights for me. Now, I'm not going to give you any table names or organisation names of the people that celebrated Christmas with us today. But there was a lovely lady at one of the Christmas parties, and she was, oh God, what did Brenda used to, I can't remember the word that Brenda used to use. Brenda was, NHS people, very high up NHS people. And she used to, if somebody was ample, she had a word for them, a really positive word. And I can't remember. Oh, Bonnie, that was it. So, so there was this lovely Bonnie lady having a wonderful night. She'd inhaled several vases of wine. And she was a wonderfully ample lady. And after the meal, she got up to go to the loo, and bless her, she tripped over her own chair, took a tumble, but at the moment that she hit the floor, she broke wind violently, and I mean violently, and she just let out a massive scream of laughter. With the whole table, oh God. I mean, it was probably one of those you had to be there moments. But honestly, I can't remember ever being so happy in my life. And my other highlight from tonight, and I probably shouldn't admit this, this is a bit wrong of me, but sod it. One of the other Christmas parties, a grown man, remember that, not a child, not a teenager, not an adolescent, not even a young adult, a grown man asked if he could have something not off the menu, an off menu item. Could he go off piste, as they say? And whenever anybody asks that, we say, yeah, absolutely, no problem at all. Everything is prepared fresh. It's not a problem for us to make a dish that's not on the menu, and we frequently do it because everything is freshly made. Because Ram is an incredibly expert, award-winning multinational chef. Then, of course, we'll do something off the menu. If you come in and you say, "Look, can I have?" Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of examples. It often happens with Indian guys. They'll come in and they'll ask for a genuine Indian curry that's not like a menu item, not a European Indian curry, not like, any of them. They'll ask for something genuine. And yeah, we'll make it. No, not a problem at all. We'll make anything. But bear in mind that we are a fine dining Asian fusion Nepalese restaurant. So the guy asked for something off the menu. We said, yeah, sure. What can we get you? Fine dining, Nepali fusion restaurant. Chicken nuggets and cheesy chips. Can we give him chicken nuggets and cheesy chips? Now, I don't like that. Um, You know, I understand that people don't like spicy food. Not a problem. Just as we can do something off the menu, say, look, I have got no tolerance for even the smallest level of spice. Not a problem. We will accommodate you. We will make you something amazing with zero spice in it. Not a problem. We will do that. Um, but chicken nuggets and cheesy chips. Now, as it happens, we do have chicken nuggets and chips on the premises because they're on the children's menu. 5.95 gets you chicken nuggets and chips on the children's menu. So I thought, really, really. So what I did, and I'm not proud, but equally I'm not ashamed. I did him the chicken nuggets and chips off the children's menu. And yes, I am capable of doing that myself. I wouldn't trouble the chef with that. It's frozen chicken nuggets and frozen fries, McCain's Julienne, if you're interested. Same ones that McDonald's use, and it's literally just bunging them in the deep fat fryer. Bob's your uncle, Fan is your aunt. 5 minutes later, you're good to go. So I did this kid's portion of chicken nuggets and chips, put them on a chef special plate, um, sprinkled some grated cheese that we use for the naans over the chips, nuked it in the microwave for 10 seconds, put a salad garnish on it just to really take the piss. The Momo chutney ramekin cup things. I filled one of those with tomato ketchup, put that on the plate, served it up, charged him 18.95, put it down as a chef's special. He was very happy. He loved it. He was happy. I was happy. Chicken nuggets and cheesy chips. Honestly, sometimes you despair. On our beautiful, crisp linen tablecloth with perfectly folded napkin, expensive cutlery, expensive wine glass, chicken nuggets and cheesy chips. And he was a guy in his 30s. Oh, my ears. I don't know what's going on. Really weird feeling. Right, I'm going to whisk through your comments, darlings, and I'm probably going to leave some of them out because you can read the comments. It's already, we'd already gone halfway through. Oh, welcome to Saturday Night Live and all of that bollocks. Oh, and cheers up yours. Get stuffed, all of that. Hope you've had a lovely day, etc., etc., etc. And it is lovely to be with you. I'm glad I didn't totally miss you tonight. Any weird dreams lately? Hedgehog of Truth, voice notes, yeah. Oh. Carol C had chicken curry with a red split lentil dal for dinner. And then people arrived, people said hello. You've all seen it. You've all seen it. Yes, the box pounding, any single voice note box pounding request, ideally an amusing one, I will pound the box. Oh, and Emma gifted a membership. God bless her. God bless her. And yeah, just so one got that. Thank you, Emma. Carol's iron changed bed linen, cleaned, and went for a windy walk. I can't believe Andrew's not getting these. Oh my God, my ears. Da, da, da. Oh, some good features here, actually. No, I haven't been to Enigma Spa. I haven't been to Enigma Spa. Oh, God, chance would be the fine thing. No time for that. Oh, so yeah, voice notes, Hedgehog of Truth, box pounding. I've got some things to open. More Christmas cards, so that's lovely. We'll know if you look shagged out when he gets home. Well, I am shagged out, but not in a shagged out way, in a working shagged out way. Look at that hair. That's the hair of a man who's been pottering hard. That. What bloody time do you call this? You had us up all night worrying about you. Enigma Spa will do that to your hair, Emma says, Andrew. I haven't been to Enigma Spa. Oh, dear. And then Pocahontas gifted the membership. Oh, thank you, Pocahontas. There's lots and lots of 47 wonderful people with us. Hello to you all. I'm sorry I'm whizzing through your comments. Did the diners this evening know how to use cutlery? Some of them it was borderline. We did have some shovelers. We had a lady uh, that used her fork in a very, very unusual way. Partly American, in that she did the American thing of buggering about with a knife to begin with, then putting the knife down to one side and using the fork like a spear. But the way she held it like a dart, it was really odd to watch. I was too busy really to properly watch people and be judgmental. But I can report that at the moment, and I probably shouldn't be telling you this either, you get all I mean, it's the live stream, so you get all the secrets, don't you? Right, now, front of house at our restaurant, there are no ladies. At the moment, we're all chaps. And obviously, I'm the oldest. They're all younger than me. So we play a game. I haven't come up with a name for it yet. You guys can help me with this, but we effectively play perp in the restaurant. We choose a customer, and you're going to blame me for this. It's genuinely not my idea. Genuinely not my thing. I genuinely didn't start this. I won't tell you which of the randy swine did, but I certainly go along with it. And we play it very, very seriously indeed. And we discuss our choices. And I can tell you that all night, my choice was, and we're allowed to change our minds under this rule, because it goes on all night. So you can change. With perp, you can't change. You stick to, but this is different rules. All night, my first choice was table two. Table two, nearest to the bar on table two. Oh, right. But then, right last thing, a 9:30 table, I swapped. I swapped to table 9, darlings. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. And it's strange how, different tastes and all that. Nobody else went for the same choice as me. There we are. The pay rise on the way, boats asking me a 500. You're having a laugh. Of course not. Of course not. Oh, builder update. No builders tonight. So they were there yesterday. So what day is it today? Saturday. So they've obviously left today to have how long at home? Maybe a Sunday. Maybe they will be back on Monday. Maybe we won't see them until the new year now. I haven't got a clue. And to be honest, after tonight, I don't care. I mean, it's the run up to Christmas and the new year now, and if they didn't come back until the new year, I wouldn't be all that bleeding fussed. It's it's not like I've got much time to do anything. Ramping up to Christmas, I'm not going to be going mad upstairs, am I? But who knows? I mean, the skip is still there, and the skip still hasn't got anything in it. So maybe they will be back next week, and maybe there will be a handover before the new year. My ears are driving me mad. Andrew says, my apologies to Boaty. I sent a Christmas card yesterday, missed the cut-off point for Christmas deliveries to the UK. Should be there just after. I don't apologise, just bless you for sending one. That is really sweet. Thank you. And thank you to everybody else. And did you trouser trumpet in sympathy? I did not. I would certainly not do that in the restaurant. And that lady is now waiting in the guest cupboard. No, she most definitely isn't. She was there with her partner or husband. It's a purely theoretical game. I wish my ear thing would go. The pings are coming in. More, please. Boaty, regarding your customer who asked for the chicken nuggets, bear in mind there are people on the spectrum, etc., who have issues with certain foods and need very plain things. Yeah, well, whatever. They got very plain things. They just got charged as if they'd had a decent meal. We could have made very plain things. It's not a problem. Talk to us. If you're going to come to a fine dining restaurant with an actual chef, not a cook or kitchen aide who just knows how to warm things up, if you've got an actual creative genius in the kitchen, then talk to us. Say, I'm on a certain spectrum. Or if you're not able to do it, then somebody else, right? We've got somebody with us who is on a certain spectrum. Would you be able to provide? He can't do this, he can't do that, he can't do the other. He needs this, 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 and this. And we would go out on a limb to come up with something that ticked all of their boxes, but was also a little different and a little tastier than chicken nuggets, chips, and cheese. I mean, seriously, if do something a little bit different, you can do that at home. You can do that in McDonald's or wherever. You know, try something a little bit different. And if you've got specific dietary requirements, talk to us. We'll work around you. We do it all the time. We have people come in who are allergic to this, intolerant to that, can't do dairy, or they're vegan, or whatever. And we always come up with something, as long as we're, just tell us, and we will come up with something. We don't want you to leave disappointed. That's not how restaurants work. Restaurants work by reputation, and we've got a bloody good one. And the reason we've got a good one is we work with people. We have a variety of dishes. They're not on the menu, but long-term customers, and we name them after the customers. So, for example, I shouldn't give you names. Mr. C, his name's Clark. I'm I'm so indiscreet. He likes a certain curry. It's nothing like a menu item, but when he first came to us, he said, "Look, this is what I would really, really like." And I don't suppose you could make it for me, could you? It's not on the menu or anything like that. And we said, yeah, absolutely. Ram came out, had a chat with him, see one. Right, okay, leave it with me. And Ram came up with this dish, and it was the best he'd ever had. It was exactly what he wanted. And so that is now called a Clark special. And he orders it every time he comes in. And he's a regular customer. He's quite a well-to-do local businessman. He often brings guests, either business guests or personal guests, and some of them will have the Clark special as well. But then the same is true with shed loads of other customers as well. We'll always do it. So I take your point, but oh, I'll leave you to argue that one out. Then you lot are arguing amongst yourselves. Chicken nuggets. I fancy them now, says Mustard. What's wrong with your ears, Boaty? I don't know. I've got that tinnitus, that ringing in my ears, as if I've just descended from 40,000 feet to 5,000 feet a bit too quickly. No, I haven't got any eardrops. Group out into the restaurant one night and all asked for nuggets and cheesy chips. Well, yeah, not a problem. But I'll charge you $18.95. Oh God, we're banging on about this. Oh, perhaps you watched the volcano video a few too many times. I love that. I put a clip in the Facebook group. That is one of my favourite moments of Sean's, and it's not because I'm enjoying his discomfort or anything like that. The reason I love that is because it's for one reason and one reason only. Now, as I say, I've been speaking to Sean privately. I know how unwell he was feeling. And what I love about that is that, talk about professionalism, he was genuinely feeling shitty and he turned it into a brilliant piece to camera, right? It was deadpan, it was very Eric Sykes. And I just thought that it was genius because he turned a moment of personal intense discomfort because he was genuinely ill. He genuinely had vomited. He had altitude sickness on top of an underlying cold or bug or whatever it was he had. Plus, he had the disappointment of not being able to do the planned trip with his friend. They'd planned and booked to take the cable cars up to the top of the volcano, and they weren't able to do it. So, you know, when you've got disappointment and discomfort all mixed into the same thing, then, and he turned it into a brilliant moment to camera. That was genius, and that's what I loved about it. That I genuinely thought it was superb. That was, you know, that could have so easily just been a throwaway, forget it moment. Oh well, that's this video buggered. I feel like crap. Yeah, I'm just going back. And he didn't. The professionalism in the man. This is a lifetime in television for you. Turned it into a genius moment, and I just loved it. I loved that. Come to Tenerife, they said. Look at a volcano. There it is. Fill your boots. And it's just the way that he delivered it, the way he turned away from camera, the edit into the footage afterwards, and the preamble to it as well. It was a perfect beginning and end because the beginning of the preamble was something like, "There's a volcano behind me. There it is." That's all you're getting, and I just thought it was genius, and that's why I loved it because it shows the difference between somebody who is a genuine professional and the rest of us arsehole idiots who just film stuff on their portable electric camera. I can't hear the word I'm saying. My ears are going mad. And stick it up there. If you have problems with your ears, I'd recommend you take a full box of laxatives. Oh dear. It's a lovely drive to Norwich. Just ask Boaty. Oh God, yeah. Yeah. Fill your boots. Right, we have voice notes to enjoy, darlings.
Hey up, you douchebag. Hey up, you douchebag. You fag. Hey up, you douchebag. Oh yay, only 20%, mind you. That was a message that wasn't meant to offend anybody at all. I hope you don't mind.
Oh yeah, why would I be offended by being called a douchebag and a fag? Dear. Oh, hang on, they're properly pinging in now. Where was I? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Congratulations, Vicar. I've been late. Not
Thank you.
leaving the knocking shop on time, sir.
I've
Wouldn't the
not,
ladies let you out? So was it as chaotic you thought work would be anyway, sir?
yes.
It's nice the way you made it, sir. Anyway, also, don't forget to pound the box. I didn't ask you that many times yesterday, sir, because I know you've got your road trip and you need your pound coins and everything for your petrol and your treats while you're away, sir. Anyway, myself for my dinner made myself like a breakfast today, sir. Dinner hour. I had bacon, sausage, scrambled egg, beans, toast. This evening meal, I had chicken nuggets. Sorry, repeat. I did not have chicken nuggets. I had chicken drumsticks, chips, and peas, followed by syrup sponge and custard and a posh coffee, and I've got another syrup sponge for tomorrow, sir. Anyway, thank you very much. Please hit the like button, and if anybody's feeling down, please sit back and relax and forget about it. Thank you.
Oh, bless you. Bless you. Thank you, Mr. Parry. That made me laugh. I had chicken nuggets. Here we go. Here we go. The voice of the valleys. Although, what day is it? When's he back? He might still be in Tenerife. I've lost track. I've lost track of where I am. Oh, I think it's tomorrow morning he comes back, isn't it?
Well, hello, Boaty. This is Sean James Cameron, currently flying over England, heading back to Bristol. I should be back home in my little Welsh cottage in the next few hours. This is coming to you live from 35,000 feet above your heads. Speak to you soon.
Ah, the lovely Sean. He's on his way home. Ah. Oh, I'm looking forward to him being home. I've really enjoyed the Tenerife bit. It's nice seeing somebody out of context, isn't it? And I shall treasure that clip. I've been there. I remember the first time I went to the Col de la Rune in the Basque Country in the Pyrenees, and I was a bit like that. It wasn't altitude sickness. I don't suffer. Touch wood. I don't suffer from altitude sickness, but I know how destructive it is. I did Kilimanjaro, and they dropped like flies with altitude sickness. Literally, they dropped like flies. More than half of our party didn't make it. It was a big party, not party. It was a big group of people, and we were climbing Kilimanjaro for Velindre, the Welsh cancer charity, and more than half didn't make it. They either voluntarily or were forced to go back down, mostly through altitude sickness. And if you've not been at altitude, then you literally wouldn't believe the effect that it has on you. Now, I was told that I wouldn't make it, or that I would struggle because I smoke, and that would likely mean that that I would suffer more than most people because, obviously lungs not operating the way that they should. However, partly through just a gift of God or nature or whatever. And also because, you know, I was an athlete for a long, long time. I've got a massive lung capacity. I've got a massive VO2 max. All athletes will have, either naturally, or they will have developed it, or they will create it through using illegal drugs. And so I assume that that's the reason why I don't suffer, or haven't anyway. But honestly, God, people suffering from altitude sickness, it's, oh God, it's terrible, absolutely terrible. And you don't need to be that high. I was reading, now I'm not familiar with where Sean was. I've never been to Tenerife, but I read through some of the comments on his video, and some people were saying, yeah, we've been there. You don't realize you're, I think it's half a kilometer or a kilometer higher than the summit of Ben Nevis. So, you know, you're at a bit of altitude there, and it is going to make a difference, particularly if if you're already feeling under the weather. And yeah, like I said, I don't, touch wood, up to now, I've never suffered, but obviously you become conditioned to altitude. That's how come people who live at altitude are able to cope with it better. That's why, you know, a Sherpa can climb, some Sherpas can climb Everest without breathing apparatus, because they're born at or live at altitude. And obviously, when I was on the bike, altitude used to be a thing. Sometimes you race at altitude if you're, if you're, I don't know, if you're going over one of the higher passes in the Alps, if you're climbing Alpe d'Huez, if you're climbing Mont Ventoux, if you're climbing, I don't know, Col de la Marie Blanc or anything like that, then, you know, you're dealing with altitude. But if you do it regularly, of course, you become accustomed to it. But I did have one day, first visit to the Col de la Rune. I was so looking forward to it. It was on a road trip with Mum, and the Col de la Rune is, you get to the top of the pass, the road pass, and a bit like Sean on the volcano, you drive so far, and then they went up in cable cars. When on the Col de la Rune, which is the highest point of that point in the Pyrenees, then you drive to the top of the pass, and at the summit of the pass, there's a train, and the train takes you to the summit of the Rune. There are photographs on Facebook of this, because I've done it many times since. But the first time I did it, I had a stinking flu. I developed flu on the first day of the road trip, and I still had it by the time that we were in the Basque Country. And if I'd have been doing a film then, I would have been properly in a Sean moment saying, well, yeah, there it is. Have a look. I can't be asked. I'm feeling like shit. I just want to get back to the hotel and go back to bed. But yeah, like I say, that's what I loved about it. He turned it into a genius moment to camera. Oh, another one.
Hashtag fill your boots.
Get some merch out, Sean. We need that picture of you looking like death warmed up with the volcano in the background and just the logo underneath. There it is. Fill your boots. And the volcano was 12,198 feet above sea level. So yeah, that is an appreciable. It's an appreciable difference. I'm sure you remember that. Well, some of you, the car people amongst you, will remember the episode of Top Gear or the other one, the Grand Tour. I can't remember which it was. When the boys were at altitude and they had, they were suffering with it as well. They had to come back down, didn't they? Honestly, it's horrendous. You wouldn't believe if you've not experienced it, you wouldn't believe the difference that altitude makes. If you ever climb Kilimanjaro, and, I would suggest that you do if you ever get the opportunity. And I hope you have a better time of it than I did. I hope the weather's better, because the weather was lousy. We didn't even get the views. We just got the misery. It pissed it down all the time. The guide, and to be fair, I mean, disclosure, we did it the easy way. We had porters. They carried all the heavy stuff. They carried all the tents, all of that stuff. And, we just carried our personal stuff in our own backpacks. So we really did it the easy way. But all the guide was saying, well, normally from here, you would have amazing views of this and that. And we could barely see the person in front of us. It was howling rain and bloody mist. But honestly, you start off doing Kili and you're walking normally. And the last day, it's a multi-day thing. I can't remember exactly how many days it was, but the last day is summit day and you get up really early. And I can't it's a while ago now. I can't remember the distances involved, but it's something like on summit day, you've got to walk like half a mile and it takes you about 7 hours because you're so starved of oxygen that you can barely move. And you're in tears. You're literally in tears. We were all crying. You're literally in tears with it. Altitude is, if you're acclimatized, then not so much of a problem. Fine, but if you do it right, so Mexico City, the highest capital city in the world. That used to be the place if you wanted to attack the hour record. Because it's that altitude, the air is thinner. Now, that means you get less oxygen, but it means that you also get less wind resistance. So for the same amount of wattage, the same amount of power on your bicycle moving forwards, you will travel faster and further. But you've got to get up there. You've got to get up there a good month beforehand so that you acclimatize to the altitude and your body adapts and begins producing the correct amount of oxygen, and so on. Somebody has just done a nice thing, and it's HW100. Bless you. Thank you so much. Oh, a £5 super duper thing, a super chat. A super chat. Where did I get to with the old comments? I've got stuff to open, haven't I? Oh, God, I seem to have missed a lot. Oh, hang on. Here we are. Somewhere around here I was. I've been to Tenerife, says Blacklines. I didn't get altitude sickness, but I did get terrified by the bus driver on the roads leading to the volcano. Palpitations. On a road, another road trip in the Pyrenees, I was having amazing fun driving a hire car way too quickly, right up in the mountains in the Pyrenees, and we were thousands and thousands of feet up, and the roads were incredibly narrow. And there were no crash barriers. There were just sheer drops off. I'm driving a left-hand drive car, not a problem. It's natural. You get used to it, and it's just totally natural. But it wasn't natural for my passengers, and obviously you're driving. Well, I say you're driving on the right. I mean, these roads are so small. You're just driving on the road, and the artist formerly known as Mrs. Boaty had a complete meltdown. Now, my mum was in the back seat. She was loving it. She was loving it. She was just shouting about the views, taking pictures, saying, "Oh my God, this is amazing! Oh, you can go faster here." Poor old Mags. Mags was losing the plot. I was loving it as well. Chinese Madam did that. Chinese Madam had an absolute meltdown of all places on the Penrue. You've seen me there with Sean, but you've not seen the road up to it. We went up the gentle approach from Astrofechter. If you come up the other way, and I need to put this on a video because this needs to be on a video. I've got loads of stories about it. Then it goes up a 1 in 3 hairpin thing. Again, a sheer drop, no crash barriers. And I took Chinese Madam up there, and she, oh God, she went mental. I mean, properly mental. Mrs. Boaty, you know, a sensible grown-up businesswoman, lost the plot in a very quiet, reserved way. Chinese Madam was literally screaming and crying and saying that we were going to die. Really put me off. I was enjoying myself up until that point. Oh, I've seen that on Facebook. Yeah, we can't play Fred Adele. Yeah, that's a good one. I doubt you could do Snowden, Boaty, says Stu. I'd do Snowden, no problem at all. And I probably will next year. Snowden's easy. Well, it's not easy, but it's not difficult. I've done Snowden loads of times. I'm 63 years old, about to turn 64, and as fat as a pig. I would climb Snowden next year. Well, I'd climb Snowden tomorrow with no notice, no problem. I guarantee you. Snowden's all right. Well, it depends which way up, because some of them are easier than others. The Massive Central. Yes, indeed. Get yourself to Nepal. We'd all be interested. Yeah, that's going to happen as soon as I can afford it. I will be off, hopefully in the year ahead. Would you fancy an estate car sleepover? Asked Mustard. Well, no. I'll tell you what we'll do. Then we'll do a sleepover. I will sleep in a hotel, and you sleep in the hotel car park in the back of your estate. I'm too big to do an estate car sleepover. And I'm not doing it in the same car as you. You might ravage me after a few beers. I'm not risking that. Oh, there is a post up in the Facebook group about the community camp thing. And it looks like it's going to be a themed camp, carry on camping. Everybody would be most welcome. It's going to be in Snowdonia. It's in a friend of Carol Ann's place, private field, private beach, bricks and mortar available, facilities available. I'm not sleeping in the back of an estate car. I wouldn't fit. Oh, and thank you again, HW100. I'm really grateful for that. Hold on, I'm whizzing through the comments again. It's time to go. I'm knackered. I need a shower. I need to eat. And most of all, I need to sleep. Hello, Alan Simpson. car sleepover. Think of the content, the live stream, the views. I'm thinking of the discomfort and the arrests, says Black Lines. Sunday roast planned, asked Peter Pete. Right, yeah, tomorrow, no live stream tomorrow, darlings, because I've got the road trip on Monday. I've got loads of stuff to do. I haven't done anything, and I'm not really going to be cooking tomorrow. The beef is already roasted. It's done. It's in the freezer. I'm going to defrost it overnight. I've got loads and loads of stuff to do. So, yeah, no live stream tomorrow. Sorry, darlings, but there'll be loads. There'll be extra ones all over Christmas. Tomorrow, I'm going to get ready for Monday. And then Monday, I'm off to Snowdonia in Yvette Carte Blanche. I've got a nice trip planned. I'm going via Llanberis. I plan to take all my own food apart from breakfast on Tuesday morning. Show you around the bottom of Snowdon and the Snowdon Mountain Railway and all of that stuff. And yeah, stuff. So yeah. So it's going to be a real cheap Sunday roast because the roast is already roasted. It only needs to defrost. No point in filming that. And the cottage is still in chaos. And I've got loads of stuff to get prepared for Monday. Right, let's open some stuff, shall we? Put Marion, asked you. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. There are going to be many, many more visits to Snowdonia in the months ahead, darling. So I will get round to doing everything. Right, I have got a package and a card. Now this card is hand delivered, so I'm assuming that that this is going to be a neighbour card, and that means I'm assuming it's going to be from Nikki Nunu because she's the only one who sends me one. Although it's Nikki Nunu and her now significant other, of course. Winter wishes. How very politically correct. There we are. Very politically correct. Look, winter wishes. No mention of Christmas. Enjoy the festive. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Enjoy the festive season. To Jason, hope you have a great Christmas. All our love. Nikki, somebody, and Peter. God, I've forgotten the name of the somebody. Cams? I can't remember her son's name. How rude. And 3 kisses. Oh, that's lovely. I never send them one back. I'm a terrible person. No, Jimmy F500. Nikki has, she lives with a man now. A very nice man. Quite a jealous man. Nikki's lovely. I adore Nikki. Right, let's open this one. This is thank you, matron. Right, this is an Amazon. Right, this is an Amazon package or packaging, but I think it's been reused because that is a handwritten doings. So what could be in here? Oh, now then. What's this? What is this? Ah. Boaty, I had one of these until I wrote it off by putting both front wheels in a ditch. Thanks and Merry Christmas. P.S. I loved it. And it's it looks like it's a handbook set for an early. Oh, is this for my R8? Oh, is this a? Hang on, let's have a flick through. Oh, this is for an what's it called? An SD3, is it? This is a handbook set for an SD3, and oh, it's got the in-car entertainment with it as well. And I was saying the other night that this would be in my fantasy garage. This is the car that I wanted as a teenager and never actually owned. Oh, and a service book. So this is totally on my list. And if I ever do get any money, then I will have one of these because it's the car I've never had. I told you the story and I told you why I wanted one. The two people that had one, and I was so jealous. And I swore that when I made it and when I got money, I would buy one of these. And I didn't. I bought Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Bentleys and things instead. And now I wish I hadn't. So when I get one, and I will, I've got a handbook pack for it. So, and I've got no idea who sent this. Does that say thanks or is that a name? Hang on. I'm blind. I need to look at this through my phone. Where's my phone? Oh, there's a card in the front. Oh, is it a card? I thought it might just be. Oh, okay, right. Right, this is tricky. I've got nails as well. I've got no excuse because I do have nails. I'm one of those chaps that looks after my nails. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I've got it. I've got it. Oh, and it is a card. Oh, is that Trisha? Does that say Trisha? Sorry, my eyesight is so pants. Hold on. Oh, well, focus. Oh, it's Trisha. Trisha, oh, bless you. Don't ping me to put on my glasses. It's from Trisha, bless her. Thank you so much, my lovely. Oh, and I've got this card here. Here we are. Oh, and this one does mention Christmas. Cozy Christmas. Oh, I should have read this first, shouldn't I? Cozy Christmas. Wishing you a Merry Christmas to Boaty from Trisha and Peter. How lovely is that? Oh, that I can't tell you how blessed I feel with all the cards I've got this year. I've lost count of how many I've got now. How many have I got? 6, 7, 8? Something like that. It's so lovely, and I'm so grateful and so blessed. Oh, my ears. Right, darlings, it's 1:15. I'm going to have to just bugger off and leave you. I'm so sorry. I know we haven't had an hour tonight, really, have we? But, oh, it is what it is. It was a mad night at the restaurant. Look, it's going to be really different coming up to Christmas. So, um, yeah, it's just going to be a bit mad from now on, isn't it? So, yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be preparing for the last jolly before Christmas, my mad little road trip that I can't really afford, but I really wanted to do. So I'm going back to Carnarvon. I'm staying in the Premier Inn. I've upgraded the hotel because it was cheaper than it was before. The difference between that and the Travelodge was smaller. Oh, another gifted membership. Oh, and it didn't go to Andrew again. Oh, my God. Oh, Pocahontas 100. Thank you so much. And thank you to Emma for your gifted membership. And thank you for the super chat as well. And that was HW100 or HW100 or HW100. I'm so grateful for all of your kindnesses. I really am. So, yeah, tomorrow, no Sunday lunch live. I'm sorry. I'm going to be desperately trying to get ready for Monday because I'm all behind like a cow's tail. On Monday, we're going to sod off to Snowdonia. You know I'm going to be filming it. And of course, there will be Monday Night Live. I'm still hoping that Emma changes her mind and makes it a joint live. But she says that when I'm away, she likes me to do it on my own so I can tell you all about the stuff that's going on. So either way, I will very much be with you on. Well, I'll be with you tomorrow night, Sunday Night Live. We're not missing that. It's only the lunchtime live there's not going to be, and you can still have the one when. Well, if you want, you can have the one when. Let me know if you want the unmanned live when I'm at work. You can have that if you want it. That's no skin off my what's it. And we'll have Sunday Night Live together. But during the day tomorrow, I need to do proper car stuff with Yvette Carte Blanche. I gave her a bit of a wash the other day. I kind of valeted her interior, got some stuff on the plastic, started bringing them up a bit, cleaned the windows. Tomorrow I need to do all of the levels, do all of the tire pressures, all of that, sensible kind of thing, and sort some laundry and get some packing sorted and all of that shenanigans. But we'll be together again Sunday night. And it will be at the normal time, 11 o'clock, not a super late one like tonight. And then Monday, Snowdonia, excitement. And then once that's done with and we're back here at Windy Bum, then we're going to be settling in then. We'll be going nowhere and we will be settling in for Christmas and the New Year. And there are going to be extra live streams, lunchtime lives, all sorts. I've got no idea how it's going to work, but I'm going to go live whenever I can, and we're just going to spend Christmas and the New Year together, and there will be no further shenanigans until, well, actually, there's the 23rd. I can't get down to Norwich for the pre-Christmas thing with Emma as I'd hoped to. I didn't book it early enough and the prices went up, and I didn't realise that there was no parking at the hotels, and parking was going to cost me 20 quid and all of that sort of thing. So we've made an alternative plan for January, and that will be even more exciting, if anything. Maybe on the 23rd, me and Mustard could do something. Me and old Captain Mustard, a pre-Christmas Mustard and Boaty do lunch. That would be, oh God, my digestive system is falling apart. My ears are knackered. That would be really nice. Mustard and Boaty do pre-Christmas lunch or something like that. But yeah, really, then it's just going to be settling in for the season, and there will be no further shenanigans until Sean's box gets emptied on my table, and we go and do a birthday bash in Llandudno. So there we are. Okay, darlings, I'm just going to bugger off. God, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm so tired. So I'm just going to thank you again to all of you for bearing with. Thank you to those of you who did nice things tonight. Thank you to all of you for being nice people and being here. Thank you to Trisha and Paul for the lovely card and gift. And that is going to go in my Rover SD3 one day, I promise you. Thank you to Nikki Nunu and her nearest and dearest for my annual card that I never send one back. And they still do it, bless them. They know me. They know I'm useless and rubbish and terrible. So have a safe and peaceful night. Have a great day ahead. Sunday, have a great Sunday. And hopefully you can take some joy from it. And take care of yourselves. Take care of those that love you and those that you love. And the candle will be relit tomorrow night, earlier, 11 o'clock, Sunday Night Live. Much love from me. Can't wait to see you next time. And on that note, pachu, and indeed a very late night.